Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am doing a tutorial today of this classic smoky black eye. It's basically oriented around everything matte. Matte lips, matte cheeks and matte skin, matte eyes and everything matte. So if you'd like to see how to recreate this look, then keep on watching. Alright, so I have already primed my eyes with the usual lid primer, which is the Smashbox Photo Finish lid primer. And now I'm going to take MAC 217 with a transition color like this one. Basically a shade that's very similar to your skin tone. And I'm going to apply it through the crease of my eyes. Just like this. As a transition color because we are going to use black as you already know by reading the title. Next, we're going to take a matte black color, basically a very pigmented one. You can actually use the one from the Tom Ford Titanium Smoke one, or you can use, I think it's called Corrupt by Makeup Geeks. I applied the color heavily on both sides of any brush that you use to lay down the color, and I'm going to basically tap it all over the lid until I see that the color is as intense as it is in the pan. It doesn't need to be neat at this point. It just needs to get really intense and really pigmented. A great way to clean a brush while using it is to use paper towels, and I'm just going to swirl my brush around it to get as clean as possible. And you'll know if it's clean just by not seeing any color residue on your paper towel. And now I'm going to pull my eyes a little bit so I can actually blend the black into the crease and outer V. The final step for blending would be to go back to the transition color that we used and to blend the outer edges of your eye look with it. Basically focusing on the upper side and then going back to the outer corner. And to re-intensify the black, again, we're going to go back with the black shade from the palette with that same brush, lightly on the very root of the lid. Before we proceed with the eyes, I'm just going to go back to my face and apply my base, basically foundation, concealers, and things like that. I'm going to start with the primer as per usual. I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Illuminating Perfecting Primer, which is. And then I'm going to take a pink corrector underneath my eyes because I do have quite a bit of darkness over there. And I think that this will work wonders, especially with a black smoky eye. I'm going to blend it with a beauty sponge. For foundation, I'm going to opt for the El Maquillage Professional Studio Cream Makeup, or in the shade M7. And I'm going to work a little bit of this on a brush and apply that messily all over my face. And for liquid foundation, I'm going to use a mixture of the El Maquillage liquid foundation in Sand, I believe, and a little bit of the same foundation, but this one is in the shade Olive. I'm going to mix that first with the brush and apply that all over my face. And now it's time to blend it with the sponge. Whoa. Make sure that the sponge is hair free. And now I'm going to conceal the spots that I have on my face. And blend with the same sponge. Then I'm going to conceal underneath my eyes with a brighter toned concealer. And just to make sure that the corrector underneath doesn't move, I'm going to blend everything with a sponge. I'm going to just go back and blend everything together one last time. Now the only thing I want to do is to sharpen up the edge of this eye makeup. That's why I'm going to use my concealer just on the very outer edge and drag it downward. I just want to set the creamy concealer because it's the El Maquillage oil-free pressed powder matte cream. Just very, very loosely with a kabuki brush. To contour, I'm going to use the El Maquillage Cocoa Powder with the MAC 109 brush. And then to blend this in, I'm going to use my kabuki brush. I'm going to use just a touch of the bronzer with the MAC 09 just on my heart condition and blend it in with the kabuki brush again. Next, I'm going to use the same shade that I used for transition, but this time I'm going to use it for blush with the MAC 106. So where is the shade? I'm going to basically use this one as a blush. I think it's going to work really, really well with the eyes, as well as provide the cheeks with a nice, very soft, a very, very, very understated flush. I'm going to contour my nose very, very slightly and very subtly with the MAC 109. Where has it disappeared? I swear those blushes disappear within seconds. I'm going to use the same brush and very softly apply the powder on both sides of my nose and blend. And then with whatever is left on the brush, I'm going to work it into the tip of my nose. Now obviously I'm not done with the eyes, so I'm going to go back with a very, very, very kind of big brush. I'm going to use the highlight shade, this one basically right here, the one with a more yellow toned, as a brow bone highlight and an inner corner highlight. And then with the black, I'm going to use a very, very fine brush on the lower lash line, basically, as you're going to see me apply it right now. I'm going to basically push the black into the roots of my lashes. With a fluffier brush, I'm going to use this sculpture brush by El Maquillage. I'm going to blend the blending shade along with the black shade, and I'm going to apply it right under that. Basically, under my waterline. I applied my mascara on my brows, and now it's time to apply a lip color. So I'm going to start with this mineral lip pencil by El Maquillage in the shade Spice, and I'm going to fill in my lips with it, starting by outlining and then coloring it entirely. And for lipstick, I'm going to apply my Kate Moss Rimmel Lasting Finish in the shade 105. which looks like this. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial and that you like the look. I really like it. I think that a black smoky eye is definitely beautiful for the holiday season to come. I hope that you want to subscribe to my channel and watch the rest of the tutorials to come in the future and the rest of my videos. And I hope that you guys like this video and that you give me some thumbs up because I love thumbs up. And anyway, I almost poked my eyes. That would have been really bad to do in the middle of a video. I really think that I should be going because this is getting out of hand. I'm getting too weird and I should be going right now. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Gosh! That was weird.